Man, I gotta fix that. What's up, y'all? It's your man, Governor Wildstar here, with an exclusive chat with all of you. I gotta fix that mute thing, but I came in just to again talk with you guys about what's going on with my case. Just give you all a quick rundown, since I've been asked a lot of questions about what's going on. Thought I'd give you guys kind of like a update as to what has been happening since I've been found guilty of contempt of court. So I'll give you guys, uh, let's see, the website here, which is governorwildstar.com/free wildstar, right there down at the bottom of the screen. If you haven't been to my website yet, please definitely do so. I know there's some people out there that probably have never been to my website before, so I thought I could navigate you through it. So here it is right here, governorwildstar.com. If you don't enter free Wildstar as the next page to that, then you can just come to my website, governorwildstar.com, click on the free Wildstar tab. Okay, yeah, Nad, just close that. And here you'll have all of the information for the free Wildstar protest and call to action. So if you guys haven't heard, I am again running for governor of California, number one. But in my pursuit to doing so, of course, I'm going to stand for our rights and liberties and all of what our government is supposed to represent. As an individual. And that's exactly what I do in my everyday personal life. And I had some traffic tickets that I disputed back in September of 2018 and recorded those court cases using my cell phone. Well, the judge didn't like it and threw me out of the courtroom. And this turned into criminal charges for contempt of court, which I had been battling over the past year or so. Now, this again stemmed from that video recording of me in court back in September 2018, and nearly a year later, when they would have, surpassed the statute of limitations, the Orange County District Attorney Office decided to press charges against me because I recorded those cases and put them on YouTube, and they went viral. They didn't really like that. So I ended up getting charged with contempt of court, some criminal charges. What's up, Carlos? Thank you for being here. All of the viewers out there, thank you for jumping in. I truly appreciate it. As well as you, Euban, who says, good evening, fans of overreaching handed government, right? There are some lovers of that out there. I am not one of them. But if you are, then, we're going to have a problem, especially in a country in America, such as America, where you are supposed to be able to live freely without, government overreach, as you've been said, or government control, or anybody's control or dictation for that matter. You get to choose for yourself as a free individual, as a sovereign being. If you live in a sovereign nation, I know a lot of people don't like that word, sovereignty, but America is a sovereign nation. Therefore, its inhabitants are sovereign people. So if anybody wants to dispute that, then of course they think that you belong to somebody. You should be owned by someone else. And that's a slave master's way of thinking. As I said, back to the story, you guys. Pretty much I battled those contempt of court charges and just recently was found guilty for contempt of court. All of this information is right here on the free Wildstar tab. So if you come to governorwildstar.com/free Wildstar, as you can see right there at the bottom of the screen, then you'll be able to access all of this information. So please share this information. This flyer is savable, so you can just save it to your desktop. Share it around social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of that good stuff. And for those people that would like to help contribute to me fighting against this in a higher court, because I would like to appeal this. I am planning on appealing this if I'm not able to get the charges dismissed by the judge, since he does have final say. And since my sentencing hearing is this Friday, March 12th, that you guys can see right here, Friday, 8 a.m., March 12th, Santa Ana Courthouse. Be there. Yeah, so we're holding a protest because I don't want to be sent to jail. And I'm pretty sure most of you out there watching this, hopefully, don't think that I should have to be sent to jail either for such frivolous charges, and unnecessary and wasteful waste of resources and money. And, it's just a waste of time altogether. So we want to put some pressure on our officials in Orange County and let them know to reduce my sentencing and or send me home altogether, but either which way, if they plan on leaving me with the charges, I will appeal those and am fundraising for legal representation. So if you'd like to help with that effort, then that is right here. It says donation details. I make it really easy. You can click on this link and it'll take you right here. Whoa, to the Free Wildstar GoFundMe. Look at that. Got over $1,500 so far. That is incredible. So thank you to all of you out there that have been chipping in this effort, because it is just truly has blown my mind, the amount of love and support and responses that I got from people out there like you backing me, especially right here, throwing money where your mouth is. That's what I'm talking about. As an adult, I thought my days of needing a babysitter were over when I grew up, but it just got worse, right? A lot of people appreciate the nanny state, and government telling us what to do, even though we're adults. And if you would think any adult would not want to be told what to do. And since these government officials are public servants, they work for us, we the people, taxpayers. We're supposed to be telling them what to do, not the other way around. And I know we've gotten conditioned to believing that we should be listening to the guys with the guns. But if we hired those guys with guns and they're not listening to us, we are now, advocating and creating and funding our own damn demise and our own enslavement. We need to change that mindset. So I would love to do that by fighting this case as high as it needs to go. Like I said, all the way to the Supreme Court of California or the United States of America, if need be, just so we can make sure that some justice is served out of this situation, because it is a true injustice and our law system has abused its authority, no matter what you think, especially seeing as there were other cases where the same judge that is presiding over my case, my trial, has actually dismissed the same type of citizen journalist charges against other people in Orange County. So to single out me in particular definitely raises some eyebrows, and some red flags. It should for all of you out there, whether you think it's a conspiracy, whether you think, they're targeting me because I'm black or some prejudice, racial prejudice, whatever the case. I'm definitely being targeted here and being made an example of. We got to do something about it. And unfortunately, that only happens when we, the people, rise up and say something. We got to speak out against these abuses when they happen. So this is abuse of authority by a law official. So please come to my aid, do everything that we can to help fight against this. Because when it is our criminal justice system, we got to do something about it. Like even says here, with all due respect to the wizard in the black robe, if you can fail court proceeding now, what was the issue when this happened? Right. That wasn't discussed at all. That's not being considered at this point. And they're basically, again, just targeting me and making me the criminal when really I'm the victim of their lawlessness, you know. Julian says, hello, Julian. Thank you for being here. And Kaylin is here as well. Hello, Kaylin. She says, I sent off a letter of leniency today, too. And thank you to Angela McCardle for organizing that. Yes, thank you so much. Angela McCardle, chair of the Los Angeles Libertarian Party. Yes, thank you. Much love to you. Because the one thing about these political parties is they are all the same. They operate the same, whether it's the Libertarian Party, the Republican Party, or the Democratic Party, you know, or the any type of party, you know. They all run off of fundraising and politics. So if you're not down with the party, guess what? Not much they can do about you, do much to help you because of, you know, those party ties and all of that stuff, the politics behind it, the hierarchy. So thankfully, with a party like the Libertarian Party, you got a lot of members out there who act independently, such as Angela McCardle did. You know, the state party didn't do much or hasn't done much. So she took it upon herself to do what she could to help out me in the time of need and put all of the party politics aside. You know, even though I am registered as a Republican and am not a Libertarian Party anymore, the dedication that I have put into promoting libertarianism and have worked and promoting the Libertarian Party in general has been observed and appreciated by a lot of people, such as Angela. So thank her for coming to my aid and putting, you know, the information out there. So that is actually on the website too. If you come to governorwildstar.com/free Wildstar, I'll put that tab up there again. Click on this second tab or second, portion here where it says write the judge and district attorney. You could click on that link and it'll take you right to the writing campaign that Angela McCardle created. So today is the last day, unless you expedite that, so where it could be in the judge's hands by Thursday or Friday or something like that, then that's the only way to make that happen. So please send in your letter as soon as possible. Somebody also asked, do they have a fax number or an email address? I'm not sure. You'll have to go to the Orange County Court's website, to the Central Justice Center, to find out that information. But if you do find that out, put that in the discussion here, where other people may be interested and want to, you know, do the same thing, fax over a letter or, you know, email that last minute. Just again, as long as it gets to the courts by Friday, okay? I even sent off a letter, which I have for you guys to read here. So if you want to read that letter as an example or see what I've said in support of my freedom, definitely check out this letter writing campaign put together by Angela McCardle, okay? Let's see, I got a few comments here I'll catch up on. Euban says, is the information to write letters to the judge posted anywhere? Right there, like I just said, right? GovernorWildstar.com/free Wildstar. Second portion here, second action item is write the judge and district attorney. So just click on that link right there and it'll take you to this Facebook page where it again has a breakdown of all of the instructions necessary to send in that letter as soon as possible, okay? Right here in the details. So check that out. Jason Wright, my man in the building, says it raises flags for me that a well-spoken black man is suddenly being pursued after announcing candidacy for governor. Yeah, definitely, man. Like I said, check the receipts, Jason. They've always been targeting me since I've been running for governor in 2014. And then again in 2018 when I was, endorsed by the Libertarian Party, and now as a, more well-known candidate for governor here in this recall election. So who knows what's going on behind the scenes with our politics. They all know each other. We know that. and it's a close-knit network. And if they know someone such as me poses a threat to the establishment and wants to silence me in every way possible, then the best way to do that, of course, is to put me in jail. Find something as stupid as they can, like me recording my own damn court cases when we have the First Amendment right to do so, as well as the Sixth and Ninth Amendment rights to do so, being violated by oath keepers, people that sworn to uphold the United States Constitution, now violating it. So that should raise a red flag as well, Jason. You've been dropped a comment, says, I officially joined the party in Arizona on Monday. Great, wonderful. Well, we need more people involved in the libertarian parties all throughout the nation. Please join the parties itself. I, as a supporter of the liberty movement, am again promoting you all to get involved in your local libertarian party, wherever you are, because it helps people like me. As I said, I was a libertarian candidate, and I guess since I'm not affiliated with the party anymore, that I'm not receiving party support. However, again, there's people involved with the party itself that still support me. So those are the type of shifts that you can make as far as making our political parties more reflective of our community. We're not just all Republican or conservative, or we're liberal and Democrat. We don't associate with these labels. We're kind of just people that want to see our community better. And as simplistic as that sounds, that's a problem to these political parties that benefit off of our off of divisiveness and off of us believing that we have two political parties when they're really just one and the same. One that wants to continue to use government authority to impose its authority upon us. Jason Rice says that could provide proof of continued concerted effort to destabilize our candidacy, which is a federal offense. I think the judges and departments involved should be investigated. Absolutely. But who's going to investigate them? You know what I'm saying? When they're the ones saying we investigated ourselves and found nothing wrong. I just saw the United States versus Billie Holiday. If you guys haven't seen that movie, I definitely recommend it, because what's happened to her, I'm watching it and I'm like, damn it, I'm going through the same damn thing. The American government is still using its law enforcement system to oppress Black people in this country and use them as, again, examples to others to say, don't do what they're doing. And people are okay with that shit. That's the problem with me. People see that movie and are going to be like, damn, that's wrong. But then we'll see the situation with me and not do a damn thing. And I got a problem with the people that are also out there that I've reached out to that haven't done a damn thing. All the organizations that I've been affiliated with this recall for Gavin Newsom, I've worked with them personally and have put in blood, sweat, and tears to make this effort happen. And I'm not seeing that in return. And the same thing is happening with some of these groups on the left, Black Lives Matter. And, I know some of the organizers directly. I got their number in my damn phone and their personal email addresses, reached out to them, no response. So to all of you people out there saying, contact this person, contact that person, you know what I'm saying? Just know that I've contacted them all. I'm not going to name any more names because I'm not the type of person that burns bridges, especially when I know that I may need them at some point, or they may need me, and I may be like, shit, remember that time? So until then, I'll just leave it where it is. But there definitely needs to be proper vetting of the people that we're, again, putting up and propping up to speak for us as a community, you know, whether it be a political organization or a political figure, you know, a politician, shit, whether it's a candidate or an elected official. We need to be properly vetting them. Thank you, darling. My wife just brought me some tea. So let's see. I got some comments I'm going to catch up on. Carlos says, catch you later, man. I'm going to take a real nap. All right, please do. Stay rested up. Jason Wright says, I call to all who stand in the middle ground to unite behind our brother and fellow Californian and call to the federal authorities to halt this injustice and oppression. Please, definitely, yes. Call them all, you know, whatever organizations that you call, ACLU, National Action Network, NAACP, you know, I've called them all. You call them all. Let's see what happens. What is it? NBC, CNN, Fox, ABC, all of the major networks. I am a candidate running for governor of California. If I was a high-profile candidate, trust me, this would be national news by now. But because I'm considered a nobody, you know what I mean? They could give a damn about the grassroots activist guy. They don't give a damn about the civil rights activist. They don't give a damn about the, you know, independent musician, rap artist, raptivist. He doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you know your media is being controlled. They're telling you who matters, what matters, and you people eat it up. You know what I'm saying? Instead of looking beyond that and not ingest any of what any of their lies and misdirection and propagandizing. You know, if you know it and you know it's a lie, then stop regurgitating it. Black Lives Matter unless they have differing opinions. Exactly. Because I don't fit their political profile, Julian. They don't want to support me, you know, and that's how it is. A lot of these organizations, because I don't fit their political idea and, you know, their political image, then they don't want to fuck with me. That's simply just how it is. So with me being the middleman, what's up, Kay? Thank you for being here. I truly appreciate you watching. Euban says back to blue until they come for you or your guns. Right. And then you got those people. You know what I'm saying? I've had some people that ran with me and, you know, want to get rid of authoritarianism, but yet at the same time expect me to be respectful of authority. All right. Which is it going to be? Are we going to demand that they respect us, or are we going to, you know, respect them and bend to their authority? It's really, to me, counterproductive, you know. So all of these groups, organizations, whatever you want to call it, claiming to be anti-authoritarian, but yet at the same time being bootlickers. You a liar, man. You're false. Yeah. Says Jason. Confirmation bias is what we seek. Absolutely. And Boomer in the house says, Nick, why did you leave the Libertarian Party? Man, we can talk about that here. We can talk about that later, you know. But as I said to you, conflicts of interest. And I'm one to where, to me, this isn't about talk. This is about action, you know. Libertarianism to me isn't a topic of conversation, or, you know, that we should be having in social clubs or still be debating about. If you accept liberty as a principle, this right here, what I got on my shirt, let me minimize this, maximize so y'all can see. Give me liberty or give me death. There isn't any, you know, but the government said put on a mask. There isn't any, you know, but the government said don't record in court, you know. It says give me liberty or give me death. So a lot of people are willing to live up to that. And unfortunately, I found out a lot of libertarians are willing to live up to that. Now, it's cool if that's not your path. If you're really not trying to go hardcore libertarian like I am. Me, I fight for liberation, period. You know, I live for liberation. I live as a liberated person. So everything that I do is going to reflect that, even if it seems crazy to others, because that's what it's all about. Is when you're expressing your freedom, it may look crazy to other people, especially to those that are brainwashed into thinking that we must live a subjected type of lifestyle under the privilege of authority. So yeah, that's a big issue. I've learned is if you live like that in the libertarian party, you're gonna make a lot of friends, but make some enemies too. Speaking of friends in the Libertarian Party, thank you, Spike Cohen, for blasting all of this, because believe it or not, I don't think a lot of people would have known what the hell is going on with me if Spike Cohen didn't take it upon his damn self to blast out what was going on with me. And it's crazy because all it takes is a tweet. Y'all talk about what can we do? What's our power here? All he did was tweet the shit. And all of a sudden I'm getting hundreds of responses from people, all over the internet. And that's all it takes. I mean, look at Donald Trump. As much as y'all, want to hate on his influence, when they shut down his Twitter account, all of a sudden, he just fell off the map. You know what I'm saying? But before that, his Twitter account had millions of people and millions of people listening to his voice. That's the power of our social media right now. Is this our opportunity to get our voice out there to be heard by others? No matter if you got 5 followers, or 5,000 followers, or 5 million followers, you know what I'm saying? It's us connecting with each other in the community and using our word of mouth. That's all it is. I've tried making a few custom pin back buttons to support your campaign. Maybe some bumper stickers and lawn signs could work. That would be wonderful, please. Yeah, anything and everything. Love you, man. I hope you and the family are well. Yes, love you too, Boomer. Much love to Boomer Shannon. He actually put in this right here. There we go. He put in the suggestion for my endorsement for governor as well as mayor. And I believe Fresno City Council, or pardon me, Fullerton City Council. So Boomer's had my back the entire way. He's one of those activists, like I said, working in the Libertarian Party that's not, abiding by the libertarian guidelines or party guidelines, the power parties that run this shit. Government is bad, says the while blowing down the police. Yeah, exactly. Julian and TJ said, what's up? What's up to you, TJ? Thank you for being here with me, man. I love wearing my mask and mirrored sunglasses and a hat pulled low and open carry at SIG 17. I don't think I'll ever stop wearing my mask. That's cool. Some of the people are enjoying this mask shit right now, but I know other people where it's causing a problem, and also, of course, Black people being targeted again, walking through certain neighborhoods, wearing masks, or through certain stores. I've seen videos being circulated on social media where this has happened, where people have been prejudiced against and profiled because they were wearing a mask. So it's just sad that you still face the threat of death, even during the pandemic, if you choose to cover up your face and wear a mask, depending on how you look behind that mask to certain people. So, all right. So back to the action items here, you guys. Last one is the rally, of course. Please, like I said, come on down to the Free Wildstar rally, which will be this Friday outside of the Santa Ana Courthouse Central Justice Center in Santa Ana, 8 o'clock, 8 a.m., 8 a.m., 8 o'clock. All right. Set your alarm, all that good stuff. Be there nice and early because my sentencing hearing starts at 9 a.m. And that will be broadcast online for all of you to see. All you have to do is go to the court's website, since they now are broadcasting court cases live online. Matter of fact, there were some people that said that they were asking about that. How do you do that? So let's see. Orange County Courts YouTube. You know, this is hard for people, so you got to walk them through it. So that's how I found it. Orange County Courts, that's where it is. And then their YouTube. And the first thing that comes up is their streaming channel, as you can see. Courtroom live streaming. Click on that, and then it will give you a link to all of the courtrooms in Orange County, okay? You just pick a department. All right, as I said, it's at the Central Justice Center, which is this first one here. Click on C47. C47 will be the courtroom. It will be broadcasted in. So it's live because they always, it's a public place. It should always be visible to the public because it's a public place. They have nothing to hide. No secret things are happening, supposedly. So as you can see, it's a live broadcast. Because of that, it's not being recorded. You can only watch it live when it happens. So you'll have to come click on what I just did, click on the link, all of that at 9 a.m. to see my sentencing hearing. So if you're watching that out there, please definitely record that shit. Send it on over to me. That would be cool. I would appreciate it. But yeah, 9 a.m. you'll be able to see the sentencing hearing, but I will be broadcasting my Free Wildstar protest rally outside of the courthouse on my Facebook channel, or Facebook page. So the way you can reach that is come over here to the governorwildstar.com, click on the Facebook icon. It'll take you right to my Facebook page. If you haven't followed me yet, please do so. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. Please connect. But again, on Friday, I will be broadcasting that protest live for you all to see. So please be sure to watch that on my Facebook page if you haven't already. I'll actually be doing it from the Wildstar 2022 page. So check it out. Wildstar 2022 page. Let's see. Euban says the court is going to be in YouTube. I was hoping it would be on Zoom. The clerks love when a few dozen people join the Zoom hearing just to observe. Yeah, no. Orange County is doing their own thing. They're doing it via YouTube. Other courts are doing it by Zoom. I don't know if you guys saw that video that went viral about the surgeon that was in court via Zoom doing the surgery. You know, he's a plastic surgery. He's in surgery, but he's also in court via Zoom. And they asked him, would he like to reschedule the surgeon since you are, of a certain esteem? We're going to respect your schedule and reschedule for you. Unlike me, they could give a damn. But yeah, and they recorded that video and shared it online. But then I'm being prosecuted for recording my own court case and sharing it online. I just want you guys to keep in mind the hypocrisy of all of this that's going on with my case, okay? Jason says, I really hope they dismiss and discharge rather than continue to compound federal offenses. Just saying, straight up. Yeah, we're going to be suing these people. Just so you know, if you guys make a contribution to my GoFundMe, I will be suing once I win and be victorious through my appeal. And when I sue, I'm a sue. I'm gonna hit their pockets hard, okay? And when I do, I'm gonna make sure I pay back everybody that made a contribution to my damn GoFundMe. So if you haven't already, please make a contribution to my GoFundMe. That's my promise to all of you out there that once I am successful in suing their ass, I'll pay you back. You know what I'm saying? You helped me win this war, and get vindicated. So of course, you definitely deserve something other than the victory, and the gratitude of knowing that you were a part of that effort, of having me be a free man, as well as defending our rights as Americans, because that's exactly what you're going to be doing through helping my cause and fight for freedom. Euban says, I have no Facebook. I'm still on MySpace. Well, one thing about Facebook is you can still watch the link. My page is public, so you'll still be able to watch even though you don't have a Facebook account. Okay, just watch the Facebook page. Yeah, saw the surgery. He is in hot water for that. I know, right? But not for recording in court. For being in surgery while he was in court, which I don't know. That wouldn't seem like it would be a criminal offense. That would seem more so like it's a medical type of, issue with him being a doctor, and being a licensed board, medical practitioner in the state. So I think that has more to do with that, his licensure, versus it being a criminal activity, like what they're doing towards me. You know what I mean? Democrats, we care about minorities and hate when they go to jail for no reason. Exactly. But yet, tell them about what's going on with me. I've contacted the Democratic Party of California. I've contacted the Republican Party of California. See if they'll respond to you guys. Also, Democrats, when Wildstar faces 6 years in jail. Exactly. Crickets. We'll see what happens. It's because, like I said, people power changes everything, and it'll change their tone if this was to become a national story. Like I said, if I was already recognized nationally as a candidate for governor and was a high-profile candidate and all of this other stuff, more well-known, and of course taken more seriously, then this would definitely make headlines. Even here in the state of California, there hasn't been many publications that have touched it. Speaking of which, I just got published in the OC Juice blog. Let's see if we can find it. Yeah. Thank you, Vern. All right, my man Vern Nelson of the Orange Juice blog out there in Orange County. He just wrote an article about my situation. So you guys can check that out right here on the Orange Juice blog. He wrote up a great article breaking down everything that's been happening, including the arrest that kind of started it all, because it puts a little hint of suspicion in your head when you find out that I sued Orange County and won. Next thing you know, they're charging me, charging me with criminal charges for another case, another unrelated case. But did I upset them with my lawsuit that maybe made them want to file those criminal charges against me? Look it up and see. Check out this article right here. Again, thank you, Vern Nelson of the Orange Juice blog. Matter of fact, if you guys want to see more press that I have received about what's going on, check out my website, wildstar2022.com. If you haven't already, wildstar2022.com. That's my campaign website for governor of California. I have a pledge card here where you guys can fill it out if you'd like to get involved with the campaign and actually join as a staffer. So multiple ways you can get involved. Join Team Wildstar, fill out this pledge card, okay? But close that up, you guys. Here I have the menu above, like I said, social media icons, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. And yeah, click on press and it'll take you to all of the press I've received so far since I've announced my campaign for governor. So tons of interviews here, videos from protests, rallies, all that good stuff. And like I said, most recently, the press that I've received over my arrest as well. So check that out here, you guys. Just did a interview with Lions of Liberty. have that here, as well as Gentlemen for Liberty, Adam versus the Man, Adam Kokesh. Thank you, Adam Kokesh. Much love to you, brother man, for definitely sharing your stage with me, because that's another one thing about, other high-profile, notable, public figures, such as Adam Kokesh and Spike Cohen and Dan Berman even, they've shared their platforms to help give me a voice. And a lot of other people don't do that. Those people that you say, hey, why don't you contact them so they can share your story? Joe Rogan, I'm calling you out. Haven't done that. Haven't reached out. Why haven't they? You reach out to them. See, why have they not? And ask them, will they? Will they talk about this now? Will they wait until I get sentenced and get thrown in jail so it becomes a juicier story then? Or will they actually make a stand for liberty now? Liberty Lunch Power Hour just did that with Dan Fishman. You guys can check out that interview as well as with Callie Gale, a YouTube indie journalist. You can check out that video here as well. And I just did another interview with Liberty Uninterrupted, my second, thankfully, that I've received. So thank you to all of you guys. I also did a interview with Ethan. Yes, my man Ethan. You guys can check out this article here as well, from EthanB822.com. He wrote up a nice article breakdown about my story as well. So please share these articles with other people, you guys, so they know what's going on. All right. Truly appreciate it, because that's the biggest part about this. Like I said to you before, all we have is word of mouth. Even if it's social media, help spread the word. Friends and family at work, if you got an essential job and are still on the job, talk to your friends and co-workers about what's going on. Bring them up to speed, inform them. I'm just trying to raise awareness here is in as many ways as possible. Because if it can happen to me, it can happen to you, as the saying goes. And when it comes to our freedom and liberties and rights in this country, if one of us are oppressed or restricted or abused in any way, shape, or form, then it can happen to each and every one of us. It's a slippery slope to tyranny. And if you allow it to happen to one, it can happen to all. Send me your Twitter handle or on WhatsApp chat, please. I'll start tagging you and all the top politicians and media I can find. Thank you. Please do. I would appreciate it. Yeah. Anybody out there that you guys know that you follow on social media, use the hashtag #FreeWildstar, hashtag #FreeWildstar, you guys, and definitely share the story with everyone out there. Okay. Again, the website is governorwildstar.com/FreeWildstar. So when you share all of this information, please use hashtag #FreeWildstar, as you can see back here. And that's going to help, tie all this information together. Maybe we can get it trending if we, get enough support from everyone. Wish Mama Joe or even Governor Gary would spread the word about your situation. That would be incredible if either one of them did, Ron Paul, if you can get him on the bandwagon somehow, let him know, hey, activist Wildstar, liberty activists out there could use your help. Okay. And as I said, you guys, I do have the rally coming up this Friday, March 12th at 8 a.m. Come protest my sentencing. Excuse me. If you'd like to find out about that, here is the flyer on my website, wildstar2022.com. Just click on the flyer and it'll take you to the, well, that's not right. It's supposed to take you to the to the Facebook page where I have a Facebook event for the rally. So I'll figure that out. Yeah, we'll figure that out. Anyways, it is on Facebook. So if you haven't connected with me yet on Facebook, please do so. It's added to my calendar. Just click on the, no, that was Instagram. Damn it. Click on the Facebook here. It'll take you to my Facebook page. and click on events. All right. And it'll bring up the rally anytime now. Here we go. All right. So here's the rally, you guys. If you want to join the event, please do so. All right. Here's the event page. Please share it with as many people as possible. Like I said, I'm trying to make it as big as possible. I think Vern will be there of the Orange County Juice blog, of the OC Juice blog. He'll be there, as you guys can see here, the whole story on the Orange Juice blog. So check out that story here. You can leave a comment. I would love for that. Share this article with other people, as well as Ethan's article that you have here. Anything off of my website, the governorwildstar.com free Wildstar website. I have all of this there for you. So, and like I said, if you want to share any of my press articles, that's here on my wildstar2022.com website. Okay. So I think I kind of covered everything. Let's see. Do you have a merch store? I'll gladly wear a t-shirt, free Wildstar on it. Man, I'm trying to get a shirt, trying to get shirts. I was attempting to. Believe it or not, all of the printing companies here in Fresno that I contacted did not respond to me. What is it, TJ? I contacted your girl about t-shirts. She never responded. But yeah, I also put the word out there that if anybody knows of anyone that makes shirts, or if you make shirts, to make them, donate them. Or contact me. Let me know, if we could work out something where we can sell the shirts and you get, a percentage back, or whatever the case may be. I'll give you permission to use my logo here. We just want to get the word out there and bring more awareness in as many ways as possible. So yes, I would love to get some t-shirts. We'll see if we can make that happen before the end of the week, by Friday, Euban. But if not, please definitely, when you come out to the rally, bring some homemade shirts. Buy some white t-shirts. Just spray paint the shit, or use a marker, or whatever the case may be. But make some signs. As I said, you guys, we're going to do everything to make some noise outside of the courtroom. I got right here a breakdown of all of the other things that you can bring: banners, posters, American flags, air horns, and then I got some chants right here, some rallying cries that we're going to be chanting during the protest. So get yourself familiarized with everything for the protest. Like I said, a few other journalists are expected to be there, independent journalists. We'll see if we can get, the fake news to come out and cover this. Maybe we'll see what happens. But it's up to you to, of course, get the word out there and put some pressure on there to cover this event, okay? Okay, you out before I share this. Thank you very much, Casanova. I appreciate it. Thank you. I just ran into a guy here in Phoenix that does stickers and shirts. You want me to email us? Yes, please do. Send that over to me. You can send that through my Governor Wildstar website, or Wildstar2022.com. Just click on contact on either one of these websites, and you'll be able to get in touch with me, okay? But like I said, you guys, here's all of the information. Please share. I got even the videos from the trial that I was able to upload, that I have here for you as well. So if you guys haven't seen the trial, as well as the secret video that I just recently recorded for one of my court cases. So the third case that I was prosecuted for and spent time in jail for, actually, already, that they're trying to send me to jail for again, is right here, the secret video. You guys can see what happened yourself. I'm not going to be able to make it to the rally. I'm in Phoenix. I have to work and I can't carry a firearm, so I'll stay away from California. Hey, if you can't make the rally, Euban, or anyone else out there that's watching, whether you're in the United States or somewhere out there in the rest of the world. I've been contacted by people in Germany and Russia and Uganda and Canada. I think I said that already, but yeah, all over the world contacted me saying, how can they help? Please check out the website, governorwildstar.com/free Wildstar. Click on the free Wildstar tab. It will bring you here. There's instructions on how you can write the judge and district attorney. Today is the last day. We'll see if we can get information on the event page for this to see if they can provide fax or email information for those of you out there. But if you want to just do some research and find it yourself, please do. Just again, share that with others if you could on the Facebook event page here in the discussion, okay? And like I said, if you can make the rally, please come on down this Friday. If you can't, share the event with other people. Let's just get as many people there as possible and just bring some attention to it all together, okay? That definitely helps the cause in more ways than one. All right? So, and again, right here to GoFundMe. You guys are wonderful. Look at that. Over $1,500 so far. That's incredible. I really didn't think I was going to get a dime at all. So it's very refreshing to know that you guys are willing to help me fund this fight for freedom. You know, when I'm campaigning and trying to fundraise for my gubernatorial races or mayoral race or political campaigns, it's always difficult to do. So I don't like fundraising at all. But with this cause in particular, I'm very elated just to see how many people have actually responded to this call to action and are actually ready for me to do what's necessary to see this through so we the people can be successful. A victory for me is a victory for you. So if I'm vindicated in these charges, it becomes case law. Now, any other person that's facing this situation in the state of California will be able to bring up the case of People versus Wildstar and use it as a defense in something that they may be going through and up against. So we have tons of citizen journalists here in California, First Amendment auditors, free press agents that want to be protected and make sure they have their First Amendment right. Freedom of press is protected. Right now it's being threatened with what's happening to me. It doesn't seem that way, but if you break it down, that's exactly what's happening. This is a violation of my First Amendment rights, my right to freedom of press, and my Sixth Amendment right, which is also my right to a public trial. You know, I wanted to make sure that that information that was happening during those court proceedings was made public. And I was informed that there is no court recorder in traffic court. So they're not sitting there and taking, all of the words down. There is no stenographer. There isn't even any digital audio recording made. There's only minutes provided by the court clerk. So you can't get a transcript. You can't see what happened word for word, none of that. So all of this information, again, is broke down on the website, governorwildstar.com. All of these nuances with my case that makes it even more suspect and why we should all get behind the fight to free Wildstar, okay? I'm going to wrap things up there because I feel like I've been rambling enough and have been doing so for the past few weeks. But to all of you out there that have, again, supported me through this, just know that you've helped make dealing with this situation much easier. I mean, if I was alone going through this, as I felt like I was before all of your responses, it would make me even more desperate and feel troubled about the outcome. But now I'm hopeful, and whether I'm, put in jail, hopefully not. But if not, of course, I know that either which way that you guys are behind me. So that also adds a lot of relief to my family as well. My wife, who has been going through a stressful time in dealing with this situation as well. This puts additional stress on my family. You know, we are a family that's having to do what we can to provide for ourselves during this pandemic. And when people are out of jobs and don't have much money to spend, to also take care of ourselves and our small child. We have a child who's 18 months old, and we want to make sure that we're continuing to stay a unit to provide for him, to take care of him, to raise him. And we're only going to be able to stay together if we're able to put pressure on these courts to let them know that as a father, I need to stay home with my son, with my wife. So thank you guys so much for everything that you're doing. Much love to you, Jason. I appreciate everything that you've been doing on social media, as well as through everything that you've been doing just out there in the world, because I know that you got my back, definitely. And it sounds like the LAPD and their lack of body cams, lack of records causes distress fast. Yeah, I mean, it's a ripple effect. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's body cams or, recordings in the courtroom, we should be able to hold our public officials accountable. And if we're being robbed of that opportunity, then they're pretty much operating in secrecy. And criminal behavior happens in secrecy. The only way that we'll be able to know that they're being honest in their doings is if they're transparent about it. So we know what they're doing. So we can't wait around until somebody comes along to say, they're going to fix it. That's what I'm offering to do as a candidate. But unless I'm elected to actually make that happen, then we're really putting all of our eggs in one basket and relying on these law enforcement agencies to police themselves. It's never going to happen. Stay free, everyone. But if you do get locked up, I'll send money for commissary honey buzz. I appreciate it. I won't be eating much junk. I'll, do like the the QAnon shaman, be eating fruits and vegetables and vegan foods. God forbid you are sentenced to jail. What happens next? Right, we'll find out Friday. Nothing to hide, nothing to fear, says Euban. Right, exactly. So we got to make sure that we can see what's going on in our courtrooms, in our jails even. All of that. God forbid you are, but in the event that it happens, what are your plans or ideas if you are sentenced to jail? Well, if I am sentenced, I'm praying that it ends up being a small amount of time to where I'm quickly released, whether it be a week or a month. I would hope no longer than that, but I will be released and continue my campaign for governor of California. We will be having a special election here since we've been able to collect enough signatures now to recall Gavin Newsom. It's over 2 million signatures, I believe. A little over 2 million, almost 2 million, something like that. But we got more than the 1.5 million signatures needed to make sure that we have that recall election here in California. So with the deadline coming up on the 17th, once the signatures are verified, I am completely confident that we will be having a special election here in California, which most likely will be in the late fall. So as long as I'm out of jail before then to be in that special election, and continue campaigning, then I will continue my push for governor of California. However, of course, in the event that I'm held any longer to where I'm not able to be in that election, then I'll have to suspend my campaign, and we'll have to hope that I'm released before the 2022 gubernatorial election, which I'll pick up then and run for governor then. So we'll see what happens. I mean, my life is in the judge's hands. As awful as it sounds and as it may be, that's how it is at this point in time. So please, people out there watching this, get involved in the movement to free Wildstar. I would truly appreciate it. It would help bring some peace to our justice system, actually our law system, since it is not reflective of much justice at all. It's just abusing its lawful authority, so or its lawlessness, really. So it's up to us to make sure that we're holding our government officials accountable. That's exactly what I'm attempting to do, not only as a candidate for governor of California, but as an activist, as a freedom fighter, as a proponent of libertarianism, that's out here living and breathing by those principles. I don't want to die by it. It says, give me liberty or give me death. You know what I'm saying? I would rather continue living in the name of God and freedom and liberty. But, God forbid if anything else happens to me. I mean, they're throwing me in jail. And, with them also now mandatorily vaccinating inmates with this COVID vaccine. Did you guys know that? They're using the vaccine to mandatorily vaccinate inmates. I'm not going to have that shit. I'll fight before they put a needle in my arm, period. Turning 18 in April, so damn excited to vote. Yes, excuse me. That's what I need. More people like Julie. Definitely check out the website. Share the website, share the information. You've says, wait. Forcing medical treatment? Yeah. What do you mean constitutional? Check the 13th Amendment, okay? You in jail, you property now. They can do whatever they want to you. I've been forcefully had inoculated in jail. I didn't know what the hell they were putting in my arm. They put me in solitary confinement and held me down and shot something in my arm. And I woke up, I don't know how many days later or hours later, or whatever the case may be, but they put something in my body that was foreign, that I objected to, that I did not want. And it happens all day, every day in our jails. Probably not only here in California, but all throughout the country. And right now it's happening with the coronavirus vaccination. They're forcefully vaccinating inmates. Constitution, what is that? Never heard of it. Right. That's how these people behave. We, again, are living under a tyrannical regime and an authoritarian government, and it is unlawful. It is a de facto government. These are criminals at this point, because if they're not abiding by the law, who does? Are you going to abide by the law? Why should you? If they're not abiding by the damn law, are you going to enforce the law as it should be? That would make you a vigilante. Vigilante justice is something that's not really appreciated in this country. They call those people domestic terrorists. They have new labels for those type of individuals now. So you are fighting the establishment, and the establishment sees you and views you as an enemy. You are public enemy number one, the free thinker, the one that wants to live free, the one that is independently minded, So, hey, until we band together and say enough is enough and actually rise up against what's happening in our country, since we are being hijacked by totalitarians, what's going to happen? No way. They'll have to bring the Ninja Turtles on me. Nothing is inserted inside my body without consent peacefully. Right. As much as I protested against these police officers in jail, they still put something in my damn body, So you either get hurt in that process, which I did and will do, to fight for my damn body and my rights. That's what's happening right now. Jason Wright says, when Marin County police violated my civil rights and wrongfully imprisoned me, they also used that opportunity to draw my blood. It's a huge federal offense, yet they are getting away with it. Exactly. See? Jason pointed out another thing that's happening in our jails that people are completely unaware of, because everybody pretty much thinks, this is the thing, Jason, they think because you're a criminal, you deserve everything that happens to you. It doesn't matter what you're in jail for. It doesn't matter if there is no victim for the crime. Somebody brought up something stupid saying, what if you committed murder and there wasn't a victim? You dumbass. If there isn't any victim, how do you know I committed murder? Fucktard. You see, people don't even use logic anymore to think about these things. No victim, no crime. Okay? If you don't have a victim, you cannot prove that a crime was committed, because the person would have to say, I've been hurt, you know? Even if the person was killed, somebody was related to them, or a friend or a family member, or, you know, a friend or a coworker. Somebody said this person existed and now they don't anymore. So they would have to provide evidence to show why that person, whoever they said, committed murder to harm that other individual. That would be the proof, the burden of proof that the prosecution would need to show as evidence in order to prove that that person committed murder. But you know what would do it? What would seal the deal? Having a fucking body. That's what would seal the deal. So, no, idiot. These are the type of people I get questions from and inquiries. And as much as I try to be like, you know, amicable, what is it called? You know, amicable, whatever the word is, nice about it. I got to deal with stupid people, you guys. They have stupid shit like that. I'm hoping for a run for sheriff in 2024. Make the Constitution a thing again. That would be a nice tagline to run on right there. Make the Constitution a thing again. What if the moon was made of cheese? Or if the sun is flat? They still would believe it if the government told them so. Jason says, and let me be clear for the folks in the back, I am white. I am a non-criminal. My crime was not waiving my right to say no to an officer's attempt to search me. Right, because resisting arrest is a crime. Tell me why. Because if you have a legitimate reason to arrest someone, of course, naturally, they're going to resist. Versus arresting someone like Jason here and me, who has been arrested for resisting arrest because you weren't supposed to arrest me. So protesting against that and saying, hey, you're not supposed to arrest me is a crime. And they call that resisting arrest. You see the stupid laws that exist, just like disobedience. You can get arrested and charged with being disobedient. All right. What is civil disobedience? Isn't that your natural right to be civilly disobedient? Especially if you're being wrongfully arrested. Julian says, it really gets my blood boiling when people still say Democrats are better than Republicans and vice versa. Yeah, they're stuck on the two-party system bullshit. You know, unfortunately, the tribalism and cultism now that has been built around the two-party system is ruining people's individualism, especially when it comes to voting. People are just stuck that way. That's why I'm running as a Republican, because as much as I talk to them about what I'm talking about, they'll say, oh, that sounds great. Well, what party are you running for? That's all that matters to them. Some people, before I start talking to them, are you a Republican or a Democrat? I'm a Libertarian. Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys don't count because you don't have a chance in hell. We're already written off like that. So for all the people who want to throw shade on me for running as a Republican that is riding for libertarian labeling, get real, okay? Talk to actual voters. You're not going to have a chance in hell. That's why you haven't won yet. is because your talent pool is low. Until you get your talent pool high enough to where people are going to be attracted to even know what the hell a libertarian is, then you're not going to win an election, period. So since I am actually a seasoned candidate, and politician that has talked to thousands of people throughout the entire state of California, I know without a doubt, and I can tell you that people are not ready to vote for a third party candidate, but they will vote for a non-establishment candidate, which is why you have a lot of Bernie-crats in the state of California. They are not traditional Democrats. They're democratic socialists. That's why you have a lot of Republican Trump supporters in the state of California. They are not Rhino Republicans. They are Trump Republicans. There's a clash there on both sides of the aisle, so you guys can see what's happening. Yeah, contempt of cop. I like that. You've been. They said obstruction of justice for not allowing search and used that to arrest. Then immediately knocked me unconscious and broke my body. Damn. And then what happens? Yeah, when they physically assault you, that's when you actually have a lawsuit, because attorneys don't give a damn about your constitutional rights, which is why you don't see people like Ben Crump coming to my aid. Yeah, I said it. I know Ben Crump, contacted Ben Crump. Ben Crump don't give a damn about me. He's an ambulance chaser. If a person gets physically assaulted or ends up dead, then you'll see him Johnny on the scene. But something such as what's happening with me, nowhere to be found, okay? Again, don't fit their political idea and labeling and image, all that good stuff. What's worse than the two-party system are libertarians who turn their back on the two-party system. Bill Weld, Bob Barr, right. I'm glad you figured out we either need to take the Republicans to the Libertarian Party, not going to happen, or take the Libertarians to the Republicans. Yeah. Yeah. Libertarians more so to the Republican Party. Republicans are going to have a hard time, especially if you like a red hat Republican. You're not going to get in good with the Libertarian Party, especially when you learn about their platform. And that's why I'm running as a Republican candidate. Since I'm a registered Republican, I'm not a Republican Party member. There's a big difference. And I'm promoting the Libertarian Party platform as a Republican candidate. So that's something refreshing and should be something that's eye-opening to all of you out there that want to get rid of the two-party system, because I'm exactly that. I'm your best shot at doing that. And I'm running as a Republican, which means I'll make it easy for you to go either team red, team blue, left or right, this or that, lesser of two evils. You get to choose a good guy for once. Okay. But in the meantime, you guys, please help me stay a free man so I can keep fighting the good fight for we the people of California, and we the people all over the world. This is definitely, like I said, a driving factor to the liberty movement all over. So if you want to help see things get further and what I'm doing, please check out Free Wildstar, GovernorWildstar.com/Free Wildstar. Share any of what's going on about me using the hashtag Free Wildstar. And yes, let's definitely make some noise, bring back liberty to the state of California. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all for your comments and for tuning in. Until next time, long live liberty, y'all. Peace.